Gostovia. Barlow. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm much further down than I expected to be. Oh, what do we got here? Planks. Sticks. Plank. Is that it? Alright. Cool. Alright, so that was a hell of a lot of words out of Sandboard that I stumbled over. Apologies for that whole episode. That was kind of a time kill. But it seems like there's a story going on here, so I don't want to, like, skip it exactly. Generally, I try to lean away from recording games that have too much of a story, because, A, somebody wrote it and they should get credit, you know? Plus, it hampers the ability for me to tell my own story. And I don't know what that might be. I'm hoping this game allows me some of that leverage or that wiggle room, perhaps. Ah, here's town. Gostovia, I think it was. So really, my house is a fair ways off yet. However, the person I want to talk to is here in town. But I was supposed to... Oh, wait, no. Deliver the knuckle sandwich. Okay, I can do that. Sandbor asked me to do this. There he is. Unigost. Hello, I've talked with Sandbor. He's a real sweetheart, isn't he? Oh, the sweetest. Are you kidding? He's the most terrifying person I ever met. Be glad you didn't meet him on a bet. How do you know I didn't? You're here. I see. Well, he did tell me about my uncle, though. The story about the Lord of the Orchards. He has some unexpectedly good storytelling skills, doesn't he? Aside from punctuation. Yes, he really does. I was downright astonished by it. These people are easily impressed. One time, I swear he went for over a year without speaking a single word. But then, we were sitting by the fire. He remembered some anecdote, laughed out loud, and began his tale. Went from a total mute to the master of ceremonies. The narrative was so gripping, it was hard not to listen. He even did voices. But after finishing, he became silent again. I've never fully understood that side of him. Really? And what was that? Knuckle sandwich. Very good. Yeah, that sounds exactly like Sambor. So, are you going to deliver? Do you want me to? Oh, sure, I love people punching me in the face. Around the valley, I'm known for it. Would you be so kind as to do it for free, though? I'm all out of being punched in the face budget. Alright, you're joking. I was starting to worry there for a second. No, Samber just likes to say crap like that. But if he asks... Oh, I'll tell him you knocked me out cold. Just out of curiosity, what did Samber tell you about him becoming part of the pack? He said that you were looking for the best to recruit and that he was an obvious choice. Yeah, that sounds like something he would say. Isn't that the truth? It's not a pleasant memory, but I believe you deserve to know the whole story. We didn't recruit him. Well, I guess we did. Jordan did, but that wasn't a matter of choice. When Jordan and I started to follow his mission together, we were rather successful. Everything was going smoothly, too easy, even. Oh my god. We were doing a lot of good, putting many well-deserved smiles on oppressed faces. That's when we let our guard down. There was a secret guild formed by a few of the higher-ranking knights and barons. We called them the Vendors. Bunch of really heartless bastards. Their most lucrative business was selling a living merchandise. And no, I'm not talking about animals. Please don't say that. Slavery was strictly forbidden in that realm. The queen was adamant about that. Well, the Vendors had their own set of rules to follow. They caged them like cattle, mostly women and children, forced to fight rats for the poor little rations they were being given in the dump dungeon, or damp dungeon if you prefer, they were held in. The guild preferred quantity over quality, so they didn't care about diseases and they didn't tend to wounds. Sometimes it took them weeks to get the dead out of the cages. Survival of the fittest, or rather outlasting of the last or the least fortunate. It was simply horrible. If you ask me, all the damned guild deserved a cruel and slow death. But that wasn't how we operated. Jordan made it very clear from day one we were never to take a life. That was the most important of the rules. Anyway, we managed to get everyone out. The carriage was full of broken people. Even the horses kept their heads low, mourning. The despair in the air was even more poisonous than the stench of rotting flesh, and in all that, we forgot to make ourselves safe as well. The mercenaries caught us and brought us to the torture chamber. Yeah, this gruesome place had an even worse room hidden inside. The vendors weren't in their patient mood, so they sent their worst torturer right away. I was horror-struck, truly petrified, could barely breathe. Jordan didn't say a word, just looked at me. His eyes were relaxed but focused. I realized he wanted me to be calm as well, but I couldn't. He went first. The torturer strapped Jordan to a chair and just started swinging his fists. His fists were like anvils. Every hit drew blood or broke bones. In a matter of seconds, Jordan's face looked like a bloody pulp. The only thing poking through it was his smile. It was one of many times I wondered if he was even human. The torturer quickly realized that he needed different tools for such a unique specimen and went to grab his blades. That's when Jordan started talking. He was making them offers, one after another, but the torturer just kept carving his torso, like he was preparing a steak to be grilled. There was so much blood I could taste it in my mouth. I wanted to pass out just to run away from all that, but I couldn't. My heart was pounding way too fast. Suddenly the torturer stopped. He looked at me, and back at Jordan. This was the only thing he said. If you're lying, you're going to watch me do the same to him. I was about to puke, but Jordan just nodded. So he untied us both and helped us escape. There were more mercenaries on our way, heavily armed. No one stopped us. Even they were terrified of that guy. So we managed to get out in one piece. Well, we managed to get out alive. Jordan's wounds wouldn't heal for weeks, and even after that he was scarred so badly it looked like he had chainmail stitched into his skin. But we had escaped death, and emissary became one of us. So torturer was Sambor, wasn't it? Yes. Now I understand why Sambor didn't want to tell the truth. To be honest, the nightmares of that night never stopped. You think I wanted that cutthroat anywhere near me? I couldn't get a wink of sleep with him around for days. I was constantly watching my back, watching his every move. That's simple. Jordan made a deal with him, promised him the only thing that mattered to that brute. Money. A whole lot more than the guild was paying him, and a cut from every heist that we did. That's not the way Jordan did things. He was a master liar, but when he gave someone his word for real, he never backed down. Besides, as we later found out, Sambor wasn't evil in his nature, he was just a true soldier, did what was asked of him. Jordan spent hours talking with him, explaining our rules of conduct. Sambor never broke any of them, not once. That's incredible. Honestly, I hope you will never have to. I have been through a lot, and after all these years, the thing I wish you the most is to have a boring, steady life. Compared to your stories, boring life sounds pleasant. Then I have a special request of you that will help achieve that boredom. I need you to go to Borowo, find Ida, and get my scythe back from her. Alright, consider it done. Boy, way too much reading. Sorry, it's just, I wasn't sure if that was thunder. There aren't any commercial jetliners at this point in history, so, you do hear that, right? It doesn't quite have the timbre of thunder, but it doesn't sound like drums either. And even if it were drums, who would be out here plucking drums? Huh. I guess one's imagination. I am definitely hearing what seems like distant thunder. That's got to be what it is. Well, let's see about that in the morning. Man, It's like I can't get home during normal business hours these days. Not at all. Alright, house. If you wouldn't mind, I need to sleep. Oh, it's the sun. This is crazy. I need food, if that's alright. Do I has any? I mean, I got meat. That's about it. Let's put this shovel away. Let's put... No, I'm going to keep my spears. Wooden shovel. I'm not going to need that right away, I don't think. Watch me need it later. Why am I not wearing... Oh. Alright, put the shirt away. Put the gloves away. Put the excess clay away. Wooden bowl. Lots of coins. Deer wooden figure. Those I don't have room for. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see. Retrieve Unagast's scythe from Ida. Suppose I'll do that. It's strange to me that there isn't just a bridge straight from... Well, I guess there is. Never mind. I guess I went the long way. Oh, but I forget my house is much further down. I suppose. So here's Barrow. Let me bring this a little bit closer to my face. And Ida. Hello, Ida. I'm here for Unagast's scythe. Take a hike, kid. I won it fair and square. Won? Ha, little snake didn't even tell you about that, huh? That figures. I don't know what you mean. It's my scythe now. Okay, relax. You can buy it from me, of course. Or we can pay for it and play for it, actually. How much for the scythe? What's the game? Holy crap. The same that made Unagast lose all of his money and his scythe. Haha, the game of riddles. How's it played? Simple. I tell you 3 riddles. You must answer all of them correctly. One mistake and the game is over. You win and you get the scythe. Okay. Hit me with the riddles. What disappears when you say its name? Oh, this one's kind of dumb. Silence. Because as soon as you speak, things are no longer silent. Cool. Oh, reputation. Good. Next one. Feed me and I live, yet give me a drink and I die. What am I? Not a horse. A fire, though. You do feed a fire and you don't want to put water on it, usually. That must be it. Cool. Right? Okay. Better than Mr. Big Castellan already, but you can you get this final one? Listen carefully. I can fly but have no wings. I can cry but have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. An onion. Onions don't fly. A forest doesn't fly. Imagination... You could make the case for imagination. It's totally a cloud. But you could make the case for imagination, like if it's a dark imagination, or, you know, you're imagining the worst. And, you know, it might make you cry. Or, you know, it could lift you into whatever. No, it's a cloud. Cool. I got the scythe. All right. Thank you for the game. I had fun. Take care. Damn, you're sharp. Okay. Thankfully, that didn't take a great deal of time. Is there anybody else in town who wants anything? It doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay, back to Unagast, I guess. Either way, how do you like my hat? Do you like my hat, Mr. Shadow? You know, that lady ain't the only one who knows riddles. However, the only riddles I know are from a very specific book. From which, let's see, how does it go? This thing all things devours. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stone to meal. Slays king, ruins town, brings high mountain down. Care to guess? Ha ha ha. Let's see. Hey, Unagast, I have your scythe. Splendid. Were there any troubles on the way? Not at all. Good lad. I have news. Sambor is looking for you. For me? Are you sure? I've been told he asks about the one with funny eyes and stupid face. I see. Well, I won't prolong his humiliation, and we'll go find him. But will I, though? I'm not sure if I want to deal with him again. Not if he's as long-winded as he was last time. Oi. Alright. Sorry about this. Speaking of riddles, what about a much simpler one? Same source. What has no hinges, key, or lid? Yet, golden treasure inside is hid. Let's see, there's that one, there's the other one. That may be all the ones I know. Other than, what have I got in my pocket? Oh, the marsh has a path through it, does it? Could have used to have known that sooner. I think I found that one before. Not too far. Yeah, there it is. Not too far. Probably doesn't want me to approach with a spike or a knife. Professor Sambor. Please, 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 please don't say too much. I've heard that you were looking for me. What took you so long? Whoa, whoa, what are you talking about? You need to kill it. What owl? I didn't hear anything. It's called wildlife. You practically life in the forest. So there are typos here. Live in the forest. How is this new to you? That blasted owl, of course. Can't you hear it? Are you deaf? How can you not hear it? I can't stand it. Try not to come down and describe the problem. Ooh, I just heard it. I can't sleep because of the damned owl. It hoots and hoots and hoots. I want it dead. You literally live in a hunter's lodge. I don't hunt anymore. If you don't mind me asking, I didn't build this place. The hunter died a while ago and I just took it. I like it. At least I did before the bloody owls showed up. I do mind you asking. Listen to me, you little brat. I don't have to explain myself to you. Now, not now and not ever, but if it will make you shut up, no, I don't buy any meat. Lately, I tend to eat mostly vegetables and grains. Sorry. During my life, I did some things, bad things. Things that shouldn't be done. Not by me, not by anyone. It changed when I met your uncle. He helped me atone, at least in some way. So when our ways parted, I made a promise to myself, no more violence. No more blood on my hands, but if you keep getting on my nerves, I may just revoke my promise. Do you want that? Excuse me. Okay. So now I have to murder an owl. That ain't an owl. More of these figurines. Oh my gosh, look at this. Mead. This stuff is worth money. I pay my taxes with wine. Why are there so many carvings? This guy just doesn't have anything better to do, does he? AWAS? Nice makeup. What are you doing here? Go away, I'm working. Oh, I believe it is. You're the damn owl, aren't you? It's none of your business. No idea what you're talking about, mate. I'd leave if I were you. Do you even know what you're doing? Yeah, earning the easiest coins of my life. That's all that matters to me. Oh, really? Well, I've just been sent to kill this noisy owl. Are you trying to threaten me? Be very careful with your next words. Not at all. It's not me you should be afraid of, but my employer. Yeah, and who's that supposed to be? Sambor. Wait, did you say Sambor? That's right. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I was just hired to come in here from time to time and pretend to be an owl. I had no idea it was crossing your boss. I'll leave and never come back. Please, just let me be. Just tell me who hired you. It was Walrad. Nice name. He lives in a place called Tutki. That's all I know, I swear. Alright, you go now. Alright, back to Sambor. Wait. Free plank. Oh, no, not free planks. Okay. Yo! I took care of your owl. And? No, but he's gone and won't be back. I know that it will sound mental, but that wasn't really an owl. It was a man hired to pretend. Oh, there he goes. That guy right there. It was a man hired to pretend to be one. What are you talking about? It's absurd. Believe me, I know. He was supposedly hired by a man named Walrad. ... Do you know him? It's that son of a bitch. Yeah, he really got me. So do you... Of course I know him. He was one of us, the Undying Fist. Yeah, it's not far from here. He lives there with his family selling donkeys. Oh, I almost read that as donkey eyes, which is a very strange business to be in. All right. I guess that fits because he was always an ass. I would love to meet him. And you will. Because you will deliver a parcel to him for me. No problem. What is it? Special surprise. But you need to come back later. I need some time to prepare it. Actually, come back tomorrow. I'll make it grander. All right. See you tomorrow. Man, they got me walking around so much. I don't know how I'm ever supposed to build, like, my own place.